Alright, so I was just looking here, and it says double hammerheads provide an additional hammer tier. And right now we have granite, which is a tier 1 material. So if I give it iron, it says hammer 3. But now if I put this in here, and I go to the pickaxe head, it does not say I can put diamond on there for a tier 3. So if I put this back in and I go to the other hammerhead, it says I need tier 2. But is that going to give me a tier 3 hammer? Let's see. So, iron pick. Oh, hey, we can hone it. Let's do it for durability again. There we go. And now will it let us do diamond? That's the hammerhead. I want a pickaxe head. Pickaxe head. Tier 3. Okay, but our magic capacity... Don't know if it's going to let us do it, but... Oh, it did. So there we go. We now have a diamond hammer. Pickaxe. The other issue was you can't make a bronze hammer. If I go to this and I go to hammerhead, it will not let me put bronze on there. Very weird. But I guess we figured it out. We now have a diamond pickaxe. So, by the way, welcome back. We are going to go and get some nickel because we need to make invar ingots. We also need to make fire clay balls and refractory brick, which is refractory brick and mortar, and that is going to be fire clay balls, which is kaolin dust, impure alumina dust, and clay. And this comes from alumina, which I'm guessing is a ore that we have to find. Kaolin dust comes from kaolite. Now there is... Hold on a minute. Kaolite. Okay, so we have that. So the only thing we need to find for that is going to be the alumina, and that I haven't found yet. And this thing is now done. I accidentally did an extra one. So let's see if we can get... Yes, we can. And it's now in there. And then water. There's that part. And now, what was it we were actually trying to do with this? I honestly forgot. I guess it'd probably be easier to look at uses for sugar, huh? Since that's what we were... There it is. We're trying to make milk. So we're going to need 2 sugar in here. So, 2 sugar. And now crank. Okay, mixing it up. And it looks like it might have mixed one of them. Let's see. We have a ceramic bucket that doesn't say what's in it. this one should be open. No, that has lime water in it. That one's open. Alright, so we can put it in there. And give me this. I can't put that in there. Well, let's just make us a iron bucket. There we go. Milk bucket. So we officially made milk. It is a pain in the butt to do, but we did it. So we don't need to domesticate cows. We can make our own milk. And dudes, you're going to get really annoying doing that. Get out of there. And by the way, it took a ton of meat. It took very little rotten flesh, but a ton of meat. Alright, so I'm going to go see if I can get some nickel, and I'll be back with you. I'm going to have to go look for the alumina too, so that's going to take a bit. So, I'll be back. Okay, after a little bit of a mining session here, I have managed to almost break my pickaxe, which I didn't repair before we upgraded it, but it's apparently only going to take a stick to fix, so that's good. And I also figured out where to get the alumina. So I completely missed the tree stump, which means we need to break it from bauxite. That's where we're going to get it. We could also do this, but we don't have the ability to make the mechanical press yet. So I have a stack and 37 of bauxite, a stack and 1 of pentlandite, which, by the way, that gave us the bauxite quest and the pentlandite quest. And I'm going to go ahead and start breaking all of this stuff up. The pent has to be... I don't know why I'm doing that. The pent has to be done in the bloomery, just like iron, to make the nickel ingot. And then we can use that in an alloy kiln with iron to make our invar 2-to-1, just like any other normal recipe. And we can also use it to make Constantin, but I don't know what we would need that for, at least currently. So I'm going to get some of that cooked up, because if you remember, for the blast furnace here, we need 4 invar ingots, and then we also need to make the fire clay, which is what we needed the alumina for. Fire clay ball. So we need 4 kaolin powder, 4 impure alumina dust, and 1 clay ball, and that'll make 3 of the fire clay balls. The kaolin dust comes from kaolinite, which is just this here, which is like a white clay that you find. So I'm going to get all this stuff processed up, and then we will get to our research. Be back in a bit. Alright, so I did exactly 1 stack of the kaolinite balls and got a stack and 17 of the clay out. I'm going to go ahead, or dust out. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there for right now. And let's go down and check on the nickel, which is still cooking, but should be done in just a second. There we go. And I went ahead and did 8 of these. That'll give us plenty, at least, to get the research done. I still wish this would pop into your inventory instead of falling down there like that. That's quite annoying. But there is our first bit of nickel. So let's go ahead and throw one of these in here. We're going to have to do 2 batches. So there's 4. And that will get us our invar. I'm guessing we're going to need this to make the blast furnace. So we'll go ahead and throw a little extra in and let it get a little extra done. We got plenty of stuff to make more iron if we need. And I seriously doubt, other than a fire extinguisher maybe, seriously down we're going to need too much of this that isn't turned into invar. So go ahead and cook up what we can with that one piece of charcoal there. Gonna make it through. Yeah, let's just take that out. That's good enough for now. We don't want to use up all of our iron at the moment. So that's 15 of that. And now I need to hammer up some bauxite into alumina. Oh, and I've got a little bit of this left. Do I have any more in here? That's... I got cobblestone. There we go. So we'll just throw that one back in there. I am out of stone. So let's go ahead and throw that in and get that started cooking. And how much of this fire clay do I need? I think it's 4. 4 balls. Okay. You need to... Probably not on the saw, but I guess you can sit on the saw. Let's get a little bit of this broke up here. That's 4 of them. And this was 4, 4, and 1 makes 3. So we need to get at least 4 more of these. Alright, so now we'll throw this in. And we'll get 2 clay balls. And we'll get 4 of these. And mix away. Why is that not mixing? What'd I do wrong? Oh, wait a minute. That says impure alumina. Oh, so we've got to mill it after that. Okay. That's kind of weird that it's alumina, but then it's impure alumina when you mill it. But, okay, we'll go with that, I guess. Okay, so we ended up with 20 of them. So that's nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 4 of those. The 2 of those. And now let's mix it up. And we got 1 clay ball out of it. There's our 3. So we can only do 1 recipe at a time in this thing. Where's the rest? I didn't put in enough of the other stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only put in 4 of these instead of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crank it up. By the way, I am going to move this down into the machine area. All right, so there's that. Let's go check on our stone, which we got 10 of done. And put the torch up there so I can grab that. My inventory is a mess, as always. I don't know why I'm carrying around a fish. We'll get rid of the fish. And so now we'll click on that. Oh, we have to make the refractory, which means we need to fire clay balls into refractory brick. And then we need 2 of those to make a brick. And we're probably going to need to make a lot of these. I'm guessing we can do 8 of these. Let's see if we can do all 6. Yes, we can do all 6. So we're probably going to be able to do 8 of them again. So I've got 12 of this. 9, 10, 11, 12. And that would be 3 clay balls. Let's see if I can do this time. 3, 12, 12. Is it going to do all of it or just 1? It's taken an awful long time, so I think it did all of it. Alright, so we got 15 of them. Do that. That puts 8, which is exactly the normal amount. Grab this. I'm going to have to start getting some more of those ready. And then our logs. And give it a fire job. And we'll get those cooked up. You can actually use this to make a clay cistern, which is to make a stew pot. And that is actually the better version of... No, that's the same one. There is another... Maybe it's a crock pot. I don't know what in the world that one is. Stew pot. Clay system. Yeah, that uses... Okay, so you can use any of them. That's terrible. I need to look for the crock pot, though. I need to make that thing. What was I looking at? I was looking at... Oh, mortar. So... mortar... We've been making it in a barrel with lime water and sand, perlite and cement mix and sand. So it doesn't look like there's any other way we can do it. I'm not even sure if that's... That doesn't look like a lime water. That might be purified water, actually. So I need to get some mortar made, it looks like. Looks like I'm currently out. And I do believe I'm out of sand as well. So I'm going to go mine up some sand. We did get this done, so we have our refractory bricks. So give me just another few minutes, and I will be back after I go dig up some sand, because I am most definitely not using that gold pan anymore, because it is such a pain in the butt. It's so much easier to just go find a river, especially on a nice day like today when it's only -9. Oh, and I am back to eating my daily nut rations because I am at 95 on fruits and veg, and plant oil was down pretty low. I've actually managed to get my diabetes and my vitamin toxicity really low. I'm gonna go grab some more water real quick. And I think once I get that stew pot, or that crock pot, whatever the heck it's called, I might actually be able to get a bit better plant out of other things. Right now, we're just eating as much of these nuts as we can. Alright, so it's looking good. I'll be back when I have some sand and make some more mortar. It's starting to get dark, but I wanted to show you guys this. I found an igloo. Hadn't been over here before. Go ahead and grab our sugar cane. And I haven't found any actual decent sand yet. But isn't there usually... Oh, I guess it's only a chance of it. I was hoping it was actually down there. Usually there's like a little room down there. Alright, well, it is getting dark. And I don't have my sleeping bag with me. So I'm going to have to run back to the house before I get caught out here and get maimed. And I'll come back and get some sand tomorrow. Be back. Alright, so I kind of total fib. It's still nighttime. I happened to find enough clay, or enough sand, on my way back. I found like 30 pieces or so. So I went ahead and stopped. So there we go. That's the commitment for it. And then we need to do 4 of these. Okay. And then we need to do the paper. And we need to do the invar. Was it one of these? I think it's 4. Examine that. Alright, it says clue. Oh, okay. The last clue is the paper. Alright. So, let's see if we can do this paper here. No, we don't have a choice. We have to do those first. Now we have to do those. These, we can do that. We can do... Let's do that. We can only do 2 of the inks. We definitely need to do this one, so we can do this one. And we need to make another charcoal pencil. There we go. Now we can do number 2. Number 3. That would be for number 4. If we do that, we can unlock that. So that, 4, and that, and it is done. And we don't get anything for doing it, but we now have the recipe for making the blast brick, which is going to be invar steel plates. That's apparently not how we're building this thing, because we can't make... Okay, so it's just invar, not invar steel. Okay, that was confusing me there for a minute. Okay, so we just need 4 of those, a refractory brick, and mortar. So I'm going to have to make a lot more mortar. And then we get 4 bricks, and to build this thing, it's a normal 3x3. So we need 27. Don't we normally get 3 of these? So it comes out even. For some reason now we're going to do 4. Alright, so I'm going to have to make up a lot more invar. Because we only have 15. And we're going to need 8 of them for each one. So I'm going to be spending the next little while down here cooking up the rest of this pentlandite and a bunch of iron, which I think we might have to make the thing for getting rid of creosote. There is a quest in here for doing so that we've kind of ignored up to this point. This right here, the oil incinerator, which is copper and stone brick. We need 5 of them. So that's 10 of these. And stone brick. I got a cracked stone brick. There we go. There's some stone brick. So let's go ahead and get this done. And we will work on, well, I will work on getting the stuff to build the blast furnace. And we will try that out in the next one. Alright, so let's build this thing. Might as well go ahead and build those because I will need them. So we needed 5 of those, 3 of these, and there we go. Quest complete. We get nothing for doing it, but that finishes up that line. And this is supposed to warm us up, apparently. Now, I do believe it goes on top. Okay. It looks like it's working. I can see the smoke coming out of it. Oh yeah, it's burning it right up. So it just needs a block above it. It doesn't have to have an actual chimney to the outside. So we don't have to have that hole. And it's just eating through that stuff. So that'll work. So I will work on getting this stuff done. I got to go mine up a bunch more marble or dolostone, which, by the way, I did want to point out there is this raw marble. This stuff is literally useless. You cannot break it up. You can't even put it on the tree stump. So if you find that crap, it's useless. You can't do anything with it. But that'll be it for today. And next time we will build the blast furnace and see if we can start making some cast iron, because we can't make steel yet. Have a good one, guys.